Imam al-Ghazali says that the key to every evil, or the source or the origin of every evil in the world, is a full stomach, right? And the key to every goodness is hunger and thirst, right? So, in mentioning that, or in thinking about that, I thought about my own, my own weakness with chocolate, or like when I have a chocolate bar, and usually it's my wife got me into the dark chocolate, right? I never had dark chocolate before. I was always the Snickers and Twix and Reese's. That's what I was raised on, right? So, but she got me into dark chocolate. I said, "Oh, this is what chocolate's supposed to taste like." So I literally can't stand Hershey's anymore. I can't stomach it. But when we would have these bars, though, I'd rip right through it. I just like, same thing with my ice cream. Right, I'd just go all the way through it. So she would say, like, just let it dissolve in your mouth a little bit. Just one piece is enough. You could have the whole bar in one sitting, in 2 minutes, or you can enjoy that one piece over 2 minutes. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to scarf the whole thing down to enjoy it. You can have just that one piece over the same amount of time. You enjoy it just as much because it's the same taste on your taste buds, right? And then you've got the rest of the chocolate bar left for tomorrow or whatever. And I think it starts with food. Like, how do we slow ourselves down? It starts with food, and we have food and we have prayer, right? These are daily reminders of physical nourishment and spiritual nourishment. And if we're able to slow down and taste our food, right? Just chew slower, enjoy the food enjoy the food and allow yourself to enjoy it. You'll eat less of it, because literally, Hosai, once the food passes beyond your tongue and goes into the stomach can't differentiate between anything that you've eaten, right? The stomach doesn't taste the food once you've eaten it, right? Hosai left the stage. We can't even see her anymore. The stomach can't taste the food once it passes beyond the tongue, right? So why do we have this need for satiation? Why do we have this need to fill our stomachs when what is bringing us to the food is really the taste? Because if everything tasted like rice cakes, we wouldn't fill our stomachs. Seriously, if everything tasted like a rice cake, we wouldn't have obesity. We wouldn't have, people wouldn't be overweight. We wouldn't have, all these. So it's from the blessing in the food that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has made it palatable to our taste buds. But one of the ways that we fight off the desire for satiation is by enjoying our food with more deliberateness and just slowing down. When you slow down, you enjoy the food over that same amount of time. And it's just like the chocolate bar analogy that I just gave, right? Just put that to chicken biryani or to pastilla or something, like one of these other amazing, we do it to ourselves. We cook so well, right? So, but if you if you just take that same dish of biryani that you're salivating over, right, and just chew the food slower, you'll enjoy it over a longer time, and you may not feel the need to eat the whole thing, because you've actually enjoyed it over the same amount of time, right? When you're eating fast, you're enjoying it, but you're eating so fast that some of the food you're actually tasting, and most of the food you don't even taste it. It's just being included with the food that you're tasting and going into the stomach so quickly that you've missed out on the taste of all of the food. that the child of Adam is sufficed with only a few morsels that straighten out his back, right?
Subhanallah.
Just a few morsels.